Hi, Insta family. I just wanted to hop on. I'm going to do a recipe this afternoon. I'm having my dad and my stepmom over for dinner tonight, so I'm going to make this mini cheesecake because I'm trying not to eat as many sweets. So if I made a big cheesecake, I'd eat the whole thing. So this way we have, just like 4 servings for us, and that will be perfect. All right, so this little pan I just got on Amazon. It's a Wilton not cake pan. It's a springform pan, which means the bottom comes out like this. So it is super simple to unmold your cheesecake. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a quick crust that just has to bake for a few minutes in the oven. So as I get this pan back together, give me a second. All right, so I'm going to show you how I'm gonna make the crust. Bear with me. So I'm using these Tate's cookies. Sometimes I use graham crackers, but all I did, these are the coconut ones. You could use chocolate chip, whatever you like. I put some in this bag. There's about 7 cookies in here. My trusty mallet, and just smash them up just like this. So then you get all these nice crumbs. All right, so then all I have to do is pour my crumbs into a bowl. I'm gonna get some glass bowls for the future so you guys can see better what's going on. But for now, this will have to do. So the crumbs are in the bowl. Just toss out that bag. Then I also melted up 3 tablespoons of butter. So this is gonna hold together our crust. So just pour the butter right in. Let's see if I can get that a little better. Hello. And now I gotta get a rubber spatula. And we're just gonna mix up the smashed up cookies and the melted butter. Sometimes if I use graham crackers, I add a little sugar to this, but since these cookies are pretty sweet and they got enough sugar in there, I don't need to add any more sugar. So then I take my pan, make sure the bottom's in nice and tight. You do not need to grease this or anything, it'll be fine. So now, I'm just going to dump in my crumbs. Just like that, get them all out. And then I'm just gonna use the back of my spatula and just make them all nice and flat in the bottom to make a nice crust. I'll show you that. Just press it down so it's all nice and even. All right, looks perfect, as you can see. So now I'm gonna zip you back up so you can see me. Hello. A new tripod, so I'm working on it. So now I'm going to take this crust, we're going to pop it into my oven. Here's my oven. And this is going to cook at 350 for about 6 or 8 minutes. It's just going to crisp up a little bit, and then I will work on the filling. So I will be back in a couple minutes. Hey guys, I am back. My crust has cooked and it's cooling. Let me show you that. So here it is. Looks about the same, nice and cool. Kinda. All right, so we'll just put that aside. Now we're going to make the filling, which is basically cream cheese, sugar. So I'm using my KitchenAid. This is my favorite standing mixer. Let's see if I can get better for you. Can you see it now? Ta-da! All right, so this is my favorite mixer. I've had it for almost 25, 26 years. I got it from my mom. So I'm going to add in all my ingredients in here and let it do all the work, and then our cheesecake can cook in the oven. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put in some cream cheese. I'm actually using Nusachel. Maybe that's how you say it. Cream cheese. It's a little less fat, so, and I like it also because it's softer. So I need to put in 12 ounces. So each package is 8. So I'm going to put in 1 whole pack. I'm going to take this out to get this out of our way for now. 1 whole pack. Just drop that right in. And then we need half of another package. So the packages are nice, all cream cheese packaging is labeled for you, so it's super easy. It's got the ounces right on there. So when you are cooking, you can just take your knife and cut off as much as you need. So I need 4 ounces. So it's basically half of this bar of cream cheese. So I just cut the half I need. Not really, got to cut a little better. All right, so I'm just gonna put in this other 4 ounces of the cream cheese. KitchenAids are great because you can let it do the work. You don't have to stand here and mix it. Even though if you do have a hand mixer, you get a good upper body workout. But I love my stand mixer. So just put on this beater attachment, whipper attachment, just pushes right on. And we also need a 1/4 cup of sugar. So I got my sugar here. I'm just gonna put that in. La la la. Now I'm gonna let my mixer do the work, lock it on, and here we go, locked and loaded. So it's just mixing away. It's gonna take a couple minutes. We want it to get nice and creamy and incorporated. Let me give you a look. So then we're gonna add the other ingredients in. Turn it up a little. This doesn't take very long at all. So that's pretty good. So next up, we need the rest of our ingredients. So I'm gonna turn off the mixer when I add them in, otherwise they spray all over. All right, let me get a little sip of water. Go Cubs. Love the Cubs, they're not doing very well. Let's see what the score is. I think the game is on. Alexa, what's the score of the Cubs game?
Currently, the Cubs are ahead of the Angels, 3-0 at the top of the 3rd.
Yay! So that's good news. All right, so now we need to add in an egg and also about a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Maybe it's a teaspoon. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then we are gonna start this up again. You know what? I'm also gonna add in the yogurt right now. You can use sour cream, but I'm using yogurt today. This is whole milk Greek yogurt from ShopRite. Love my ShopRite. So we need to add in 1/3 cup. So it's a little bit more than 1/4. So I'm gonna plop that right in there. And then we also need a tablespoon of cornstarch, which will help firm up the cheesecake so it stays nice and together. So I'm gonna put in my cornstarch. And that is it for all the ingredients. See how simple that is? So now I'm gonna start it up again. This takes a couple more minutes than the first round of beating. I'm gonna have to scrape down the sides a little. I'm gonna turn it up a little and let it whip up. I'm gonna get my rubber spatula. I'll be right back. All right. Just gonna scrape down the sides a little so all the ingredients are incorporated. Just like that. See, scrape, scrape. Let's scrape that off. And then we're gonna mix it up again. Take a peek at that. And as you can see, this is a super simple cheesecake. It doesn't have hardly any ingredients, but you can serve it with whatever you like. I'm gonna put some berries on it. I'm also gonna melt up some caramels with a little butter and drizzle that on top. So that will be delicious. All right, that looks pretty good. So now I'm just gonna tap off my beater to get all that filling. And we are going to put this right into the pan. camera down a little so you can see that. There's my pan. Back it up. And I'm just gonna scrape my filling in there. Ooh, look at how nice and creamy that looks. Doesn't that look delicious? This is one of the best cheesecakes. I just love this little size too. It's just perfect when you only have a few people coming over. So now I'm gonna bake this in the oven. It's gonna be the same 350 degree oven, and it cooks for about, about 35 minutes or so. So I'm gonna spread this out. And then after it cooks, you leave it in the oven so that it can set up. That's a mess. Let's get rid of that. All right. Delish. So here it is, ready to go. I'm gonna pop it in the oven for 35 minutes, and then when it's done, I will show you. I will be back. Hey everybody, I am back. My cheesecake is almost done. We just wait a couple seconds. I think we will hear the timer go off, and then we'll check out, oh, there it is. It's done. So I've already shut my oven off. That was just for show. And I'll give you a peek at the cheesecake. There it is. Doesn't it look nice? So the top is nice and set. So now what you want to do is just prop the door open just a little bit, and we're gonna let it cool in the oven. I'm just gonna leave it in there for about an hour-ish. And it just sets up your cheesecake nicely. So when that is all done, I'm going to refrigerate it, and after that I will slice up a piece and I will show you. See you soon.